They say our greatest obstacles present our greatest opportunities. I first introduced Jadis a few months ago. He's only 13 years old and was born and raised in Samoa. This is his third year playing quarterback, and we've been grinding over the last few months. But summer's over and the season's here. This week, he's playing a team that hasn't lost a game in the state in 3 years. It's time to put all that work to the test. There's nothing like youth football practice. I pulled up to the Raiders practice so I could watch Jadis at game speed. I wanted to see what we needed to work on the most. Sometimes things click with the scout team, but that doesn't always guarantee they will with the starting offense. Some days things just don't go right. It happens at every level. You see it every Sunday in the NFL. I could tell Jadis was upset. It wasn't the best practice. So afterwards, we did some throwing drills and talked about it. One of the keys to his success will be how he responds to adversity. I'm glad he faced the struggles he did today, because now I know how we need to prepare. Game day is in 2 days. We aren't doing anything new. These throwing warm-ups are meant to bring the focus back to tightening up and reinforcing good habits. Every drill has a purpose. Every throw of this warm-up, full focus. Feel like you stay down and on your right side. All right, let's go opposite. Yeah. Throwing on the run is vital to playing quarterback. Pass protection is tough to get right, and moving or escaping the pocket might be the only way to buy time. This is why we focused on it so much throughout the summer. How you feel? If you could throw normal, you can throw on the run. It's all a matter of recognizing the positions you have to get your body in to execute it. The circle drill is a great way to rep it because it overemphasizes those positions. After that, we moved on to some quick game footwork. Facing opposite, 180 jump throw. I want you to twist as fast as you can. Yep. This is the hard one now. So from here, throw. See that play in your mind, you know what I mean? Okay. Tight coverage, that's a pick. Especially when the play breaks down, don't make a dumb decision improvising. You know what I mean? Always be smart, because this is the most important thing no matter what. Escape. Yeah. When you're tired like this is when you gotta focus the most. Escape. I'm on you, I'm on you. Because that's different, right? It's not the same when you're just kind of chilling, jogging out there versus when someone's on you. Your favorite NFL quarterback is making that throw, though. Every time. When in practice mode, there's no such thing as a wasted rep, unless it's a lack of effort. You learn the most from a bad rep. They're necessary if you're trying to improve. If every throw is perfect and easy, you probably aren't pushing your limits. Remember, the fastest way to improve is to live on the edge of your capabilities. Ready to go hit some golf balls?
Yes.
Pull it straight back.
Ah.
It's gone.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where it went.
Gosh, dang. It hit the fence.
Oh,
I wanted to introduce Jadis to golf, so after the workout, we hit the driving range. To me, it's almost the same as throwing a football. The way you wind up and load your power at the top of the backswing, the way you sequence through impact, and the way balance, alignment, and rhythm
can make or break any single throw or swing. Obviously, your body gets into different positions to make it happen, but golf changed the way I think about the throwing motion. Learning to swing helped me understand rotation, leverage, and rhythm on a different level. Game day. All the butterflies, all the nervous energy. It's time to put it all together. This week they're playing the toughest opponent in the state, Air Academy. They haven't lost a game in 3 years in Washington, and last year Jadis lost to them 3 times. A few weeks ago there was a brawl between these teams in a jamboree, so the refs were on high alert.
So, let me be clear for both teams, so we understand this right now. If anybody threatens my officials, we're leaving. That's game. So you guys better conduct yourselves as sportsmen, not like idiots. Pure and simple.
The Raiders got off to a fast start after a big kick return. Jadis was playing both sides of the ball this game because the defense needed all the help they could get to slow down the high-powered Air offense. They have weapons at every position and a towering offensive line. The Raiders stayed disciplined and drew Air offside several times this game. Jadis was making plays, but his ball security wasn't great when he was improvising. It only takes one ball security mistake to change the game drastically. Jadis got hit trying to throw into a tight window and the ball was picked. But the Raider defense held up and he made a big stop on 3rd down. That first play back on offense, Jadis got smoked by one of Air's most dangerous players, Kamari Wilson. I was curious to see how he'd bounce back after running into a wall, but all it took was one play. Immediately on the next series, the Raiders picked up a fumble and returned it all the way to the 10. But with a few flags, they'd start the series on the opposite 13. After that last run was called back, Jadis threw one up and it was a double caught but ruled a pick, giving Air the ball back with just over 2 minutes till half. The refs threw a flag on almost every single play in the last 3 minutes. Both teams had big plays called back, and we went to halftime 12-8 Raiders up. After a quick air touchdown to start the half, Jadis went back to work. He was getting pressured often, but that only made him take off and make plays with his legs. I just need him to protect himself a little more when he runs. Air wasn't going anywhere. Every touchdown of this game has been a lead change. The fourth quarter. Every play matters. This is what it all comes down to. After driving all the way to the 3-yard line, Air stuffed a quarterback sneak on 3rd down. The Raiders called a timeout and brought the offense back out to go for it. 4th and goal. Just when they needed it, the Raiders got to the quarterback and Jadis came down with the pick. Fourth and 15. Backed up with a 6-point lead and 1 minute to go. The smart play is to waste clock and take a safety, but no matter what, protect the ball. We thought he just returned that kick to take the lead, but the refs brought it right back. So tie game with just under a minute left. The only thing that matters is protecting the ball. Talk about the only thing that can't happen. But that's football. Now the Raiders have to make a stand in the red zone on defense. Overtime. Everything so far has led up to this moment. It isn't always pretty. Penalties and turnovers are part of the game. The Raiders weren't picked to win, yet they were able to pull it off. Jadis made some mistakes, but I'm proud of him because he bounced back every time. It was a big win, not just for Jadis, but for his family and everyone else that's a part of the Raiders organization. But this is just one battle in the grand scheme of things. They will see air again down the road. Until then, it's time to keep working.